Did it feel confusing?
Very, very, especially since we were high school kids. We babysat. It could have happened to any of us. And yeah, being just such a small town, it was confusing. Like, how could this happen? This doesn't happen in Delray Beach. This happens in big cities. It's not something that goes on here. We don't have monsters like that living in our community. And yeah, it was very confusing.
What do you remember about, what happened in those hours or those days after, kind of word spread, about what had happened and the details? How did everyone react? Once they heard what had happened, what do you do?
We just, supported each other, hugged each other. We talked about it. It was hard coming to school, and it's just a mix of emotions, walking through the halls each day and missing that piece of our community, missing her, and not having her go through all the milestones with us and all the fun activities that we did as we went through the high school. And
what stands out to you as, when I said, is this confusing? You said very. What stands out to you either now as an adult thinking back on it all, or even maybe just then when it happened, when you were still a kid? What stands out to you as the most confusing part of it? What can you still not make sense of?
Why would he do this? Why did he choose her? Why did he choose that house? Why? That's the why. Why? How could you, have so much evil in your heart that you would do this to another human being, to a child, someone else's child? I think that's what hits hard now. It's, as a mother too, it rips you apart inside, and it just makes you sick to your stomach. And
do you ever have moments with your own son who's in high school where thoughts of Karen Slattery come to mind?
As a boy, I don't really think about those things. I worry more about car accident. I do, so I'm a worrywart, and I do worry about, we've had we've lost many of our classmates to drunk driving, car accidents, cancer, things like that. And yeah, I worry about him being a boy and going to parties and, being out late, and the driving and the phones and all that. So, but yeah, you worry more with the girl about these things happening. If your child is babysitting, is she going to be safe? When she's going out, is she going to be safe?
You were telling me too, Karen was babysitting 2 children at the time this awful, awful thing happened. You babysat for those same children after Karen's death, correct?
It was years later. I had known the family through the bath and tennis, and it was hard going over there. But they're a very lovely family, and I felt safe and secure there. And that the children were very young when it happened, so they didn't witness But yeah, I imagine it was horrific for them to come home to that, and I'm sure it still shakes them inside as well.
It's good to hear, you felt safe and you were able to, come to that sense of safety again. But, I want to know a little bit more about what that was like, babysitting for these, sweet, innocent children who had this thing happen around them. What was that like, babysitting for those kids years after Karen's death?
I had it in the back of my mind, but, I made sure we had fun. We did fun stuff, and, played and watched TV and whatnot. And, we had the house was secure, had an alarm system, everything in place. So, we just had a very happy, fun night. Of course it was in the back of my mind, but of course I didn't, put that on the children. They don't remember, they don't know. And so we had a good experience, so.
Did you babysit for them multiple times, years later?
No, just the one time.
Just the one time. Yeah. Did they talk to you at all about what had happened? Again, it was years later.
No, we didn't mention it. None of us mentioned it with the parents or anything. I didn't connect. I didn't make that. I didn't want to upset them. I didn't make that connection with them. I didn't want them to, feel funny about it. So,
tell me one of your best memories with Karen. You said you guys kind of ran in the same circle. You were just getting to know her. What's a great memory?
I loved her style. She had the cutest preppy style. I always used to compliment her on her outfit. So even though we had the most hideous uniforms in high school, they were brown and yellow and brown and yellow plaid. And so we were able to dress things up a little bit. And she always had her pearls on and her little vests and sweaters. And she had the cutest style. And I loved seeing her outfits she would come up with. We all tried to get around the school uniform. And she had a cute little preppy style, had her collar flipped up and her pearls, and she was adorable. She was adorable.
That was a sweet way to describe her. How was she known around school? What kind of friend was she?
Just kind, vivacious. She was a cheerleader. She was so young and so innocent, and that's what kills us. It was so early in the school year that it happened, and it's just devastating.
Yeah. Tell me what's going on inside. I mean, I can see the tears welling up in your eyes, Tell me what you're feeling like right now.
We've all remained close over the years, and it was such a small school, and we're still friends. Our kids are friends. We're seeing our kids go through all the milestones, and when the news came out about Owen's execution, it just really brought up all the feelings again, and of all the tragedies we've gone through as a school and as a community, and and how much we all loved and supported each other through all the things we've been through together throughout the years. And just really, there's been a lot of mixed emotions. I've seen people posting on Facebook about it, and there's a lot of mixed emotions. There's anger, grief, and confusion still. Why did this have to happen to her? Why?
Do you think that's an answer you will ever get? You were telling me too, in this Facebook group where there have been exchanges about the execution coming up, you've stayed quiet, right? You haven't really felt the need to, while you're following it and engaged. What is it that makes you want to hold back from talking about it? Tell me about that.
I just think it's I have the same mixed emotions. I think I've just been kind of, with opening that wound again, I've just been staying quiet about it and not wanting to, so this was hard to do. As a mother, now that I'm a mother and not a classmate, in that frame of mind, it makes you sick to your stomach. It makes you. I think about her family, her parents, and there's that wound never heals when you lose a child.
I guess moms just need to take a minute for a second. I noticed, you have some calendars around your home. I know you're very organized. You're a professional in the area. Do you have anything, indicated, in your life about Owen being put to death next month?
No. Funny enough, I was in Tallahassee I was at Florida State when they executed Ted Bundy, and same thing. I just kind of wanted to let it pass. You know, it was let's get this chapter over with. Let's you know, get it over with and move on. I did watch it on television, but no, I'm not. I just want it to be over with. I just want this, you know, closure.
Do you have a sense of, you know, June 15th is going to be here pretty soon? I mean, this day is coming. You know, how are you feeling? In addition to wanting it to be over with, you know, there's several weeks to go. You know, how are you feeling knowing that this date is coming?
I am hoping that it'll bring closure. It's been a long time. You know, I don't know why it's taken this long for this justice to come about. Yeah, I think it'll be. I just want it to come and go so we can all have closure, some sort of closure.
What does closure mean to you, too? Does it mean you won't think about it? Does it mean you'll think about it in a different way? Tell me what that step means to you.
Just that he's gone. That he's gone. And, you know, it's not that he's going to hurt anybody anymore, but it just that he's just want it done. Just want it done.
Do you, the group that's, you know, the friends that are in touch, very close touch, do you all have any plans for that day to, you know, go to North Florida or to be in touch that day? Is there anything about that day, you know, that you all have discussed?
No. Not that I know of. I haven't seen anything.
How do you think, you know, what do you need to get through that day? Like, do you need to have your schedule cleared? Or I guess, what do you plan to do that day when you know this is the day this is happening?
I just want it to pass quietly and be over with. It's